Oh, the playlist. It's such a grind. I don't know if I should do it. I want the judge, but I just don't know. Well, hopefully I can help you figure out whether or not you want to take the time to unlock the 2 new exclusives that are in the winter season of the American Automotive Festival playlist. First, just want to say, hope everyone who celebrated this past weekend had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Hope you had a great time with family and friends, but of course some people might have been traveling. Some people might not have been home to unlock these cars. We're going to talk about both of them. And we're actually going to start with the Pontiac GTO Judge. I don't know if this will be a surprise to people, but I actually like this car better than the Lucid Air Sapphire. And there's a couple really cool little features about this car that I'm of course going to show you, but the first thing I gotta say is it's a fantastic B-Class street car. Now you can probably get this thing up into A-Class and also enjoy it, but all the classic muscle cars from this series we've been building for B-Class, and they're all really fun, but the GTO Judge might be my favorite, not only because of the way it feels to drive, but also the looks of it. It's so cool, and I guess that'll lead us in to some of the features of this car. The first one, how about this? Pop-up up and down grille? How cool is that? The pop-up up and down headlights has a new meaning with the GTO Judge. Such a cool little feature. And I'm actually really happy we got the 69 model because the 70 does not have this. The other cool thing, if you go into cockpit perspective or if you just look at the hood from the outside, one of the gauge clusters is actually literally incorporated on the hood. As you can see, the RPM gauge is right there in front of you on the hood. I mean, how many cars have that? It's just a really cool, unique car. It's a beautiful classic muscle car, and to be honest with you, I never really have used this car in previous Forza games, but certainly have fallen in love with it here. And it's no slouch at all. It puts down some pretty good times out on Rivals, so if that's your thing, you're certainly going to want to get to 40 points and unlock the GTO Judge before it gets locked behind only the auction house, unless you don't care about paying 20 mil, because I promise you the prices will go to that. The Sapphire, on the other hand, a fully electric 1200 horsepower car, completely different than the GTO Judge. Some people love the EVs, others hate them. I'm not going to be surprised if there's a mixture with opinions there. By the way, if you have these cars unlocked already, let me know in the comment section which one's your favorite and why. But in my opinion, the Sapphire is kinda cool, but it's not really useful. You can't get it to the top of S2. It's okay in S1 class. It's definitely not gonna smoke anything. It just doesn't have the handling and grip, but it is super quick. But it is actually smoother to drive than a lot of the EVs. It doesn't feel quite as heavy. It feels much more responsive. You just gotta be careful because of course it has so much power, and it is still pretty heavy. I will say this though, it's one of the more beautifully designed EVs. A lot of them just don't look all that great. The Sapphire, in my opinion, looks really cool. Nice factory wheels and lights. It's got a little spoiler that you can remove if you want to. But since it's sitting at 20 points, you should get it anyways, because your goal should be that GTO Judge, by far, in my opinion, the cooler car of the two. But you guys can let me know in the comments what you think. I certainly think it's worth getting the 40 points just for that GTO Judge alone. You need that pop-up up and down grille. It's so weird even trying to say that, but such a cool car. Highly recommend getting your playlist to at least 40 points. If not, of course, you have the auction house. Prices are low at the moment, but of course you're going to have trouble finding either of these cars until the prices go up to about 10 to 20 million. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed the gameplay. As always, thank you so much for watching. You better not forget to smash up that like button, subscribe if you're new. Thank you, by the way, so much for 82,000 subscribers. But that's all I got. I'm out. I will see you on the next video.